finding the right hospital and doctor. Finding the right hospital and gynecologist is probably the most important task, as all falls and stands with the right support system. Now, having the right gynecology means that they will either be pro-vaginal birth or rather impatient and push for any interventions. So it's good to ask questions to your gynecologist early on, just because you can then determine if they are the supportive or they are a supportive person for your natural birth or for your birth wishes in general. Now, you can ask certain questions. For example, what is your opinion on natural birth? And also, do you support natural birth methods such as water birth and hypnobirthing? Also, another question is, what is your policy on pain relief during labor? Quite interesting, because some doctors are immediately jumping towards epidural suggestions. Then also, do you support delayed cord clamping? Super important. For me, the delayed cord clamping is the most important thing. It's not yet common practice to delay, unfortunately, but get this one early and really let everyone know that you want to have a delayed cord clamping. We'll still discuss it later on. Also, another question to ask is, do you have any experience with natural induction methods? Yeah, so instead of suggesting at week 39, week 40 that, hey, we should do like a membrane sweep or so, ask them if they would suggest anything such as acupuncture. Yeah, it's always good to know how your doctor is thinking. Also good to ask is, do you support the use of birthing balls, squatting bars, and other labor aids? Also check if the hospital, the labor rooms have these. Here in Dubai, quite a few hospitals have like birthing balls, ropes from the ceiling, birthing chairs, a lot of different things. So go ahead and check them way before. Check the labor rooms before you take a decision. Yeah, which position is the best to birth in? Now, I think a lot of doctors recommend the lying position, but this is just the wrongest position we can actually decide to birth in. I'll explain you why in different videos. Also very helpful to ask is about the cesarean rates and how fast they would decide for a cesarean or intervention. Now, if you have a birthing house around your area, I would really, really recommend to go there and check them out. The intervention, cesarean, and medication rate is extremely low, so that you are able to have self-determined and an empowered birth. So if you're only able to give birth in a hospital, then please don't be shy to visit a few hospitals and gynecologists as well to find the right fit. Even if you're in week 35 and you believe it's too late to change, if you're not happy with your choice with whatever they are recommending, always get a second opinion. Now I have an example. One of my clients, she was in week 39 and her baby's weight was 4.2 kgs as per the scans, and the doctor was saying, okay, your baby is too big, we need to induce you now this week already, but no signs that her body was ready, her baby was ready to be birthed. Okay, so I was telling her, please go and see a different doctor, just get a second opinion, because everything falls and stands with this. So she went to a different doctor, they did a different scan, and they found out that the baby's weight is actually 3.6 kgs. So imagine 600 grams of difference. Now, it might have not been the exact right amount, but it gave her the chance to keep her baby in longer. It was her third pregnancy, so she had 2 births before, and the babies were around 4.8, imagine, 4.2 as well. So she was capable of birthing big babies, and she was a very tiny person, like very slim, very short, and she was capable of birthing this. So this should tell you every woman is able to birth any size of baby. Yeah. So what happened then in week 41 plus 10 days? She was actually being induced because nothing started on its own. But she had 2 more weeks of the baby being inside her womb and probably getting the development it needs. So please always get your second opinion if you're not happy with your doctor, if you're not happy with the things they're saying, if they're very, cold, not warm. You want to get a second one and check them out, just so that you know, okay, this is the right choice and this is not the right choice.